Rotterdam, the ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament, an ATP World Tour 500 event run by 1996 Wimbledon champion Richard Krajicek, a Dutch legend always looking for more.
We always try to add something extra for the fans. We're doing a lot of activities, but also for the VIPs if they want to just do something a little bit more special with, when they're having dinner with their guests.
He really gave it an extra dimension. It was always a big tournament and a famous tournament, but now that he's in charge, it's even more alive, and yeah, it's really huge.
I like it as a player. It's always nice to play in front of full stands and with the crowd that appreciates the tennis and has knowledge about the game, you know, knows when to cheer and knows when to be enthusiastic, and they appreciate good tennis, you know, like the reaction of having Roger Federer here. Yeah, shows, I think, how much we love the game here in Rotterdam.
2012 sees the long-awaited return of Roger Federer. Last time he was in town, he took the 2005 title. So he's scratching a 7-year itch.
It was a great feeling. 2005 was probably one of my best years on tour. I think I reached 15 out of 16 finals, and Rotterdam was one of them. So for me, it was a big victory, and I've been disappointed. I was actually never got a chance to come back and defend my title. So in some ways, I'm still, I guess, defending champion, but from a long time ago. I don't have any grey hair yet, but I feel like it. But I'm really happy to be back, and like you said, it's definitely very, very fond memories from back then.
The minute he arrived in Rotterdam, everybody was secretly hoping that please let him be the one who walks away with the trophy, because we have this boarding here in Rotterdam with all the winners of the past years, and everybody was like, as long as the name of Federer is not in there, there's something missing. So the impact was huge, and everybody was waiting really for Roger to come back. When is Federer coming back again to Rotterdam? And there's a buzz going around town.
Now, finding that he's back after so many years, of course, the longer you wait for something, the more excited you get. So now it's great he's here, and the reaction is unbelievable. The emotion of people, but also how you see it in ticket sales. But especially the emotion, that's what you want to get with the tournament. You know, you want to have like a buzz around the tournament.
This year it was a big priority for me to make it here and get a chance to play in front of the Dutch fans again. They've been amazing to me always. I remember I played Davis Cup here, I've played some other tournaments here in the past, also Rotterdam obviously, and they've always been really, really nice and friendly. And I think the Swiss and the Dutch, we like each other very much. So, and I think that's also you know, a nice part to the whole story. And here I am back, so I'm super excited, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy my time here in Rotterdam this week.
On the other side of the draw is 2009 US Open champion Juan Martín del Potro. It's his debut in Rotterdam, but on a surface he relishes.
I like to play in this kind of surface because my game helped me to play better in indoors than maybe clay or hardwoods, but I like to play here, and if I serve good and I'm confident with my forehands and backhand, I can be dangerous also.
Protected from the elements it may be, but indoor hard is still a particular test.
I think it makes it a little bit easier to focus just on the game, but then again, time is taken away very quickly from your opponent as well. So if you do not get into the match very well, things can happen, you know, in a second. You can only just flinch for one game, maybe don't play one good service game, and next thing you know is like things are getting really complicated.
That would be the dream final here, Del Potro versus Roger, and well, they're in the opposite side of the draw, so it is possible.
So to the final of the ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament, where Juan Martín del Potro and Roger Federer faced off. The first and third seeds providing the dream final to cap a memorable week in Rotterdam. Federer led the ATP FedEx head-to-head record 8-2 going into this match. Their last final was that memorable 2009 US Open, where Del Potro picked up his first Grand Slam. Federer has been imperious on the indoor courts for some time now. His last defeat on this surface was back in 2010, and he began the final in sublime form.
Yeah, Federer.
Racing to a 3-love lead in the opening set, the world number 3 seemed determined to take his first ATP World Tour title of the season. The Swiss master was showing his class. After losing the first set 6-1, Del Potro finally began to settle into his groove. At the start of the second set, he showed some of the signs of the form which had taken him to the final. At his best, the Argentine is a match for anyone from the baseline, and he began to show some of the power tennis he's renowned for. Federer was not intimidated, though. He maintained his sparkling play from the back of the court.
Yeah, Federer.
The world number 3 continued to show the kind of movement and touch he's renowned for when his game is on song. Federer has won an ATP World Tour title every year for the past 11 seasons, and just under the hour-and-a-half mark, he had match point to extend that record.
Yeah, set match. Federer by 2 sets to love. 6-1, 6-4.
A clinical performance over an ever-improving Del Potro, whose revival continues. Federer's 2005 Rotterdam success triggered one of his greatest ever seasons. Could 2012 be another standout year?